Some students tend to have some problems with absolute value inequalities. So I want to make sure that you guys understand what you're supposed to be doing. If the problem starts out as an absolute value with a less than, first of all, make sure that the absolute value is by itself. So if you need to add or subtract to both sides to get it by itself, you need to do that first. Now, once the absolute value is by itself, if it is a less than, then you need to fit the problem to this template. You need to take whatever is on the right-hand side of the inequality, make it a negative, put that less than whatever's inside the absolute value, less than the positive of that number. And that's how you're going to start your problem. So if we're looking at the one on the test review, starts out like this. So before we can do the problem, we need to fit it to our template. The absolute value is already by itself. We don't need to add or subtract anything. So we just need to follow our rule. We need to set this to a negative 19 is less than the thing inside the absolute value is less than positive 19. Now, this one will solve just like we would any other inequality. We'll subtract 7 from every piece. So when I subtract a 7 from negative 19, I get negative 26. When I subtract a 7 from positive 19, I get 12. Now I'm going to divide everything by 2. So I'm going to get negative 13 is less than x is less than 6. Now, I also ask you to put everything in interval notation. Some of you had some trouble with the interval notation, so the easiest thing to do is, first of all, to put it on a graph. So, if I put my negative 13 on a number line, and I put my positive 6 on a number line, the smaller number always goes on the left, the larger on the right. If there are any equal signs in your problem, and I mean like a negative equal to or greater than equal to, then your numbers will have brackets on them. If there are no equal signs, like in this problem, it's just a less than, your numbers will have parentheses on them. So on my problem, I have parentheses. It's going from negative 13 to positive 6, so that's everything inside here, not including negative 13 and 6. And once you get it on the graph, your interval notation just pulls down from that. So the number that's furthest to the left goes here. Sometimes it can be an infinity symbol. The numbers furthest to the right goes here. On your graph, if I have parentheses, I put parentheses around it. On my graph, if I have brackets, I put brackets around it. So this would be the final answer to this problem.